Ooh, we're coming close to the end of my kind of journey to Frozen 2. I know it's Frozen 2 came out a while ago and I should have reviewed it earlier on, but I've had so much other stuff going on behind the scenes. But I'm starting to try and get back on track, and let's continue being back on track with the 56th Disney animated feature film, Moana, made in 2016, a 3D computer animated musical adventure film produced by Walt Disney Animated Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. It was directed by Ron Clements and John Musker, co-directed by Don Hall and Chris Williams, and the film introduces Olio Cravajolo as Moana and features voices of Dwayne Johnson, Rachel House, Tamuna Morrison, Jamanine Climate, Nicole Scherzinger, and Alan Tudyk. The film features songs written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, operetta Foya, and Mark Mancina, and an orchestra score also composed by Mark Mancina. And the film tells the story of Moana, the strong-willed daughter of a chief of a Polynesian village, who is chosen by the ocean itself to reunite a mystical relic with the goddess Tifiti. When a bright light strikes her island, Moana sets sail in search for Moai, a legendary demigod, in hope of returning the relic to Tifiti and saving her people. Moana was released theatrically in the US on November 23, 2016 to positive reviews from critics who've praised. Particular praise goes towards the animation, musical score, and vocal performances. The film went on to gross over $690 million worldwide. Along with Zootopia, it marked the first time since 2002 that Walt Disney Animated Studios released two feature films in the same year. It received two Academy Award nominations at the 89th Academy Awards, one for Best Animated Feature and one for Best Original Score, How Far I'll Go. And what do I think about this film? Well, let's talk about the good of this film. And before we talk about that, let me give my brief history of this film. I watched this film on the premiere day, round about the time it was released in cinemas, and I didn't like it at all. I don't know if it was because the kids in the cinema were doing my nutting by shouting and screaming and acting really bored, or if I was just not really up for it, or I was just tired, but I did not like this film at all. I was just like, what is this? This is not appealing. I don't know why, but I just wasn't in the mood to watch this film, So it took me a few months and a rewatch when it came on to Blu-ray and DVD. And when I rewatched it, I was like watching it at home and I was like, oh my gosh, this film is amazing. Why didn't I like it in the cinema? I don't know why. I just probably wasn't feeling it. And this film is pretty amazing, like from the animation to the vocal performances, the animation is particularly great, I'm loving the character design of Moai, he's this very buff looking dude, Moana is this very well-written, well-rounded female character, she has this determination to just want to help others, and she wants to help people, and she's doing everything she knows, even though it might get her killed. I'm really loving that. That chicken is just funny and just really great, and the songs are also really catchy and really groovy as well. It's a very groovy soundtrack, I'm loving the songs in this. I'm really digging it. The animation does go really great, particularly when we come to the fire demon, which is Tahiti, which is just this fire creature. The animation really starts to get really intense and looks amazing. Just how the heck did they do this? And even CGI looks really masterful. I really do like the pacing of this film. I mean, it starts off with Moana on her island, and her dad is very paranoid because he doesn't want her to be curious. He wants her to stay at home because he's had experience of his own, and you understand why he's like this. But she ends up going and, doing her thing. But the majority of the film is just Moana and Moaugi just exploring these places and exploring these creatures. That turtle, there's this one sequence with a turtle, it's very weird. The song, for me, it's more my mixed aspect of the film. It's that one turtle sequence. When I watched it in the cinema, I was like, I kind of wanted to leave because I was not digging that song, but rewatching it, I just think it's a weird song. It's weirdly paced and the visuals just look odd. they're beautiful, but just odd. And it's like, why? But at the same time, I just kind of like, okay, I'm digging it. It's not bad. But in terms of my negatives of this film, I don't really have any. Like, there's something I really hate about this film. I just think that one turtle sequence is just weird. That's probably my only negative. But apart from that, Moana is a lovely film. Is it better than Frozen? It depends. You can't really compare these two. It's like oranges and apples. They're both got the pros and cons. They're both great films, you know. They both got good songs. And yeah, I like this film for what it is. It's a very enjoyable film. Like, it's a very funny film as well. It's got a lot of funny dialogue. It's got a lot of heart, but it can get a bit predictable towards the end. You know where it's going to go. But then, let's just say there's an interesting twist involving a certain character. Disney and their twists these days, honestly. Like, this is like the twist renaissance, you know? Like, Disney are just pulling out these plot twists left, right, and center. But I'll let you watch that film out and experience that unexpected reveal. And for now, I'm going to give Moana a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give it an A. Go check it out right now. It's a masterful film. But thanks for watching this review. Please like and share the video. Comment down below and tell me what's your favorite Disney flick. If that's it, thanks for watching. As always, Boy Review signing out.